Hey guys, welcome back to this video podcast. Now in this video I like to answer the question that someone actually replied to one of my videos, is how you can actually feel comfortable when you're going beyond your comfort zone. So this person, they're going through situations and they want to be able to get better in certain situations, but anxiety, worry, stress seems to be in those situations. Now partly that is going to be the case because it is beyond your comfort zone, but we also have to remember it's simply beyond our familiar zone. See, the past experience we've had have become familiar, so it is perceived as a comfortable place to be in. So the new times we're going to go into situations may seem a little bit daunting at times, but I've got a few tips which will allow you to feel far more at ease in these type of situations. But once again, remember, everything you've ever done was probably once uncomfortable or absolutely unfamiliar, so only when you do it a period of times which will cause you and allow you to feel more comfortable in that situation. So here's what I do. If you bring to mind the situation that's coming up, or there's an environment where you actually feel as if the worry, anxiety is actually getting in the way, then what I tend to do is this. Say for example, when I do my talks, I go into the situation and I see where I'm going to be in that situation. And I do two things. The first thing is, I begin to visualize in my mind how I'd like to act and react in that situation. I see myself as if it was on a movie screen. So that means I'm seeing how I act, how I talk, how I react, and I'm covering many scenarios, even the things which could go a little bit wrong. I'm preparing myself in the right way. I'm seeing myself dealing with any situation with ease. Therefore, I'm preparing myself, letting go of the anxiety. We know that anxiety is there by thinking all things we don't want to happen. So this way, I'm training up my own mind, and you'll be doing this as well. You'll be training up your mind of how you're going to react in a calm, confident way. That's going to diminish a lot of the anxiety in the new environments or the situations you'll be heading into. The other thing is, I project my energy. You see, when I go into a situation, I imagine the situation, the environment, as being my territory. That's my energy right there. Even to say, for example, I was in a social environment, group of friends, and maybe there's some other people I've got to speak to, I see that situation over there, and I put my energy there. I see the type of energy I want there. So actually I'm like owning that space. Metaphorically, I'm owning that space. I'm putting my energy out there. Rather than all the attention on myself or worrying about a situation, I see myself how I like to be in that situation, and then I act upon it and envisage this energy of owning that space and that situation. Those two things are going to really help. Remember, anticipation's okay. It's really facing and taking inspired action on the environment. I've done lots of things, especially in the last 6 months, which have, in a way, scared me a little bit. But I've taken action on it, and because of that, it's allowed me to grow as a person. But I conquered some of the fear and the worry simply by putting my energy out there and owning that space, owning that situation, seeing myself how I'd like to act and react. The other thing is to recall past times where you felt absolutely great. Times where you felt very, very comfortable in a situation and you thrived on it. Even if it was quite stressful, or you thought it was going to be stressful, but you kind of brought everything outside of yourself and just enjoyed that situation. Now what I'd like you to do in that environment is recall how you felt, how you thought, and how you acted and reacted, and then go ahead in your mind and literally project the same type of qualities in the new environment. That way you're training up your unconscious mind of past achievements and success, and then mapping it over in your neurology, in your, you could say, your unconscious associations to the situation where you may have felt fear and worry. So those three things are going to really help. But remember, take action, take massive inspired action, go out there and embrace the moment and ask yourself the right questions. Ask, how great can I be in this situation? How can I be confident? Or how can I fill in the gap? Or whatever, how you'd like to act and react. That way, you're speaking to yourself in an empowering way, and by saying that how question, you're getting your unconscious mind to look for the how. Usually we go, why am I going to be like this? Or what if this happens? And then your unconscious mind will look for that. This way, we're speaking effectively to our mind and body to then project how we're going to be. That way, you're being supported by your unconscious mind, and that way, you're really geared up for success in every way. So I hope you enjoyed that small bit of tips about how you can embrace beyond your comfort zone and really thrive upon it. Because remember, that's where growth is. That's where you learn, by just thriving in that moment. Until then, or till the next video, I'll speak to you very, very soon. Many thanks and goodbye.